Hi, and welcome to Livshistorier. That's a series. We do it in Swedish in general, but this mini-series of the story of a life of a person is in English because we are interviewing David Nazareth, an Afghani young man. He was very dedicated to come, to reach out, to find his purpose into coming closer to God, but he faced some challenges as he grew up in Afghanistan. If you haven't seen the first episode, go back to our YouTube channel and then watch it, because we'll continue and building up what he has said in the first one. And he said, like, one of the things that he said in the last episode is the only way to guarantee heaven, to guarantee paradise, was everything is what is forbidden on earth will be allowed in heaven, is to die for God, because God will, he bought you, so you make the transaction back, and you get the transaction into your life by dying, killing others and killing yourself, so you can guarantee heaven. David, thank you for sharing about your life.
Yeah, thank you.
What has, after this, I just tell us a little bit about how did you feel, like what kind of your practical life, how was it for you to, with all these questions in your head, and the only way to guarantee heaven that you go and kill yourself, and we will see how that led you, that you would try to travel to Syria to do this.
Yeah.
But how was it for you in a practical level?
Okay. Well, actually, all of this we discussed in episode 1, as you said, brother. So all of those, psychological, in the religion and theological world that I was actually wondering, those things has heavily actually influenced me in my practical life, day by day life, how I was living my life. I was living my life as a real Muslim, trying everything to actually be a Muslim, to please this Allah, because in Afghanistan you don't read the Bible. There is no Bible. You don't read, almost no religion. Especially for me, when I go to the school of religion, you have a pile of books of the religion of Islam and history of the religion of Islam and stuff like that. Then all of those things I was doing, and then when I was coming back to my own life, my life was in a sense was meaningless to myself. I was trying to do everything, but it was meaningless, because I was living almost this was a separation between my mind, what I was as a person, how I would like life to be, and then how the religion of Islam wanted me to live life. So I left myself, I engaged with the religion of Islam, and then I said, okay, questioning is enough now. Like, enough questioning, enough reading all of these books now. Enough reading the Quran. Just, pray and then fast. Do these necessary things like everyone else. You don't need to be an extra stuff. Like, you don't need to know more than these people.
Just live your life. Take it easy, man.
Yeah, live your life. And when I say live your life, and that maybe sound in the ears of the Western people is, live your life. You just go to work, come there, you just sometimes on Sunday go to church. Not like that. It's like, live your life as a Muslim.
Yes, without questioning, without having all these philosophical arguments in your head and try to find the answer. Just go pray, go to the mosque, go to the school, and just live your life.
Yeah, don't try to understand and figure out everything and then follow it. Follow it the way it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
You try that.
Yeah, I went to do that.
Yeah.
I went there, like, my life was hell in a way. Sorry to say that. It was hell for me. And then I could not let go all of this questioning and reasoning and stuff like that. And then I went to engage in martial arts, actually, in Kung Fu. Like, maybe there I find something. Because Kung Fu is also spiritual. And this is one thing maybe people does not know. Kung Fu is a martial art, and that is really spiritual.
So you try to live as a Muslim, like follow the rules, but then you have a lot of energy. And instead of investing this energy in questioning and philosophical arguments with the sheikh and imams, okay, let's just, I find something to spread out all my energy in, and that is Kung Fu, that you become stronger, and maybe when you become strong, you can be useful for Allah one day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, at that time, actually, when I started this martial arts Kung Fu, I didn't think that, I would be strong, but I was just thinking, I need to go there, engage with something to just exhaust myself in something else so I could be a Muslim.
Yeah. So how did it go with the Kung Fu?
Like Kung Fu, actually, I was, single-minded, focused person, and I went to this Kung Fu. Within some years, I became a grandmaster in Kung Fu.
In Afghanistan?
Yeah, so I became a grandmaster in Kung Fu. I imagined Kung Fu like a mountain. You climb up there. Yeah. I started to climb up there, and I knew that when I go up there, in that mountain, when I climb, imagine the mountain, Mount Everest, you start climbing, and when you went up to the top, there is this feeling, you find something, you face something unknown. So I was climbing, and I did climb the mountain of Kung Fu, the Everest of Kung Fu. And then I went to the top. I thought that I could find some water to drink to quench the thirst of my soul. It was as dry as you can imagine when I went to the top. And that dryness of Kung Fu, the meaninglessness of that, because when once you hit to the top, there is no more.
There is no more. Yeah.
What is it? I learned all of these moves. There is no more. That dryness, that nothingness that you face there, that actually turned me into a real hard-hearted man. So the religion of Islam disappointed me.
But when you were in Kung Fu, did you leave Islam at that point?
No.
You were like a Muslim, you are a dedicated Muslim with a Kung Fu edge.
No, I was training Kung Fu. Kung Fu was as I said, I wanted to train Kung Fu to exhaust myself, all of this questioning, so I can be a real Muslim, normal Muslim, in the sense that think women are half of them. You like that? Think that I'm going to get married to a stupid woman. Think. So exhaust all of this energy so I could think like that.
Okay, and then you went to the top of Kung Fu, become one of the best, and then on the top of the mountain, you felt dry and empty.
Because I found dryness and emptiness.
What happened then?
And that turned me into a real beast. I became really aggressive and a real beast.
How old were you in that time?
I was actually at that time by the I believe age of 18 and 19, between the 20.
You have a lot of energy, a lot of hormones, and a lot of changing in your personality, and manhood is coming in. But then you are frustrated from Islam, and you are frustrated from the top of the mountain.
Yeah, but this is also one thing, manhood. In the ears of the Western man, manhood, you start man. In Afghanistan, you are 15, you are a man.
Yeah.
You know how to handle things. You know how to make decisions. You know how to move, when to move, where to move. You are 15, you are a man.
Yes.
It's not here, how you take it easy. Yeah. When you are 21, man, you are more than a man in a way.
Yeah, you have a family and kids.
Yeah.
Maybe went to war already.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
I just want to move on with the story.
Absolutely. I will catch up.
Yeah.
So I became like a beast.
Yes.
A really hard-hearted
When you say
stone.
beast, what do you mean by that?
A beast that devours everything. A beast that actually...
You didn't have emotions. You didn't have
no, I became
sympathy.
Emotionless.
Yeah.
My heart was turned into stone. No cries, no feeling, nothing. To the point that actually people were actually coming to me. People, sometimes people, hit bottom rock, bottom of their life, and then they were actually entertaining suicidal thought. And I was giving advice how to do it.
Oh.
You do this, it has pain, but it's actually easy. You don't have to move up. But you do this, no pain, quick, but it needs courage. I was giving those advice.
Oh,
that's how I became.
Was it that time, was it Afghanistan under Taliban?
And at that time, no.
Under America?
Yeah. That's how I actually became. And myself, I was every day, almost once a week, I was in the police station, fighting and beating people. I actually, even one time actually, I fought with 6 big men, bigger than myself. I actually beat all of them. Some of them went to the hospital, some Yeah, I did. I became really a beast.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you
So,
know.
but I just want to have the political part of it. Was it with America is in Afghanistan that moment in your life?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, America. But I was not,
Involved.
involved on this political. I was religion. I was
Yeah.
religion.
But how did you view this that the kuffar, the infidel comes to Afghanistan and
Well, at that actually, I hated them.
Yeah.
Say, who invited you? Who brought you here? Why you point your gun at us? Like all of these things. Yeah. And then but I tried to not engage more on that. But I had my own
Yes.
struggle. So I became really hard-hearted on that. And then I said, maybe not Kung Fu. I went to kickboxing. I became in kickboxing 1 year. I had black belt. I had my own gym and opened my own gym. And it's like, I also meaningless. I'm becoming more and more hardened to the point that actually I said, you know what? Nothing is matter. Life was black and white for me. Food had no taste for me. Absolutely. I lost everything.
Were you suicidal?
Well, that's actually one thing. In Afghanistan, you don't think about suicide in a way. I don't know how it is, but when you're in Afghanistan, in a way, I didn't think because there was other people, they were entertaining, but that thought never came to me.
Okay.
That I was never thinking. Maybe other people actually did. I mean, some I gave advice, but they didn't take, I gave them advice to say, and then they looked at me and said, you are crazy. And then they never committed suicide. It worked the opposite way.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that they didn't do that. And then I said, you know what? Because at that time I was actually at the age of 25 or something. I was a big guy in Afghanistan. I was a big guy. I had name, I had fame, I had money. I had, from the kickboxing in Japan, I was the ambassadors for the whole Afghanistan.
Oy.
I was a big guy. And then inside I was empty, meaningless. And then I said, you know what? Nothing of this is matter. I'm afraid from hell. I need to go to heaven.
Oy. Okay, so nothing matter from all this fame and success, but you're afraid to die.
Yeah.
You're afraid to go to hell. And then because of that, you have to guarantee heaven.
Yeah, I need to go to heaven.
Yeah.
And then I went back to the religion. I was in the religion, but when I say I went back into the religion, what I mean is that I left Kung Fu, engaging, exhausting myself and kickboxing and the gym and all the fame and name, left all of these things. And I need to 100% focus on this. I need to go to heaven. I do not want to go to hell.
What did
because
you
the way the religion of Islam actually describes hell is like, it's not good.
Azab al-qabr.
And then, brother, I went back to the religion of Islam. There was only one way to guarantee you to go to heaven. So, and that's, you go to war, you kill other, and you will be killed in the process of killing others. Heaven, guaranteed.
Okay, before we go to this, how did you view God's character? How did you see him? What, is he merciful? Is he mighty? Is he angry? How did you view God? Like, when you view the Eiffel Tower, you see an image in your head. Here is the Eiffel Tower. The pyramids, you have a picture of the pyramids in your head. When you start to view God, how did you view him?
Yeah, when I was, when I thought about God himself in a way, actually, I said, this God is too big. Yeah, and then he claims actually some claim of justice. But it seems also that his justice does not make sense. In the sense. I was actually questioning this. And I had this question as well in the religion of Islam. I say, okay, how it is that actually Allah says this guy is a non-believer, this guy deserves to be killed. And then how do you know that this guy tomorrow does not repent and you kill him today? In a way you actually...
Let him lose the chance.
Let him lose the chance.
Yeah.
Like there is no how. There is, and then man are executing his justice. all of these things I was questioning. I found flaws in his character, in
But
in the justice of
you didn't dare to question.
Well, that's actually, and there is this, but if I do it more, I'm going to go to hell.
Yeah.
I better not do it.
Okay, if you're afraid to question his existence or think more, because then God will stamp you to go to hell, so you're afraid. So actually, what the power that drove you further is you're afraid to die, you're afraid to go to hell, and you have to guarantee heaven. Costa.
And then also, is what I didn't question his existence. Like, surely he is.
Yeah.
Heaven, hell is real. He is real.
Yeah.
Woman is stupid, real.
Yeah.
Okay. But, if I actually mess with his justice, I'm going to go to hell. I do not want to go to hell. And then, somehow, actually, I found in a way, in the middle of fear and struggle, I found a little bit like I fell in love at the same time with God. It's a strange sense. I was actually
Infatuation.
sometimes actually in frustration. I could go to the mountain, like I'm a mountain guy. I could go to the mountain, and I could lose myself. Like suddenly find myself, I'm talking to him.
Okay, without the religious prayer.
Without the religion.
Okay.
One time I remember this really clearly. I remember what I was talking to him. I said, okay, God, if you just sent me this, like the Torah and the Psalms and the Gospel, just send it like somehow. I kiss this book of yours like this. I don't want to even read it. Just give me that honor to take it in my hand, feel it, and kiss it, and then take it again.
Because the normal Muslim believe that the Torah and the Psalms and the Injil we have now is corrupted. That's not the real one. So you're asking God to give you the
real one,
the non-corrupted copy that is in heaven.
Yes. Like send it down, I kiss it and take it back again. I was actually talking like this, like that to him, and at that time, there were those times I was losing myself. Coming out of religion, there was one night I was sitting in the porch of my door, looking at the heavens, like just seeing at the stars and the clouds, more like how beautiful are these. In a sense, I was actually finding this God that made everything. He must actually be good. Yeah. Everything is good. You see, everything is lovely. You do not want to give up in these things. But when you actually go into this religion, it's like everything against. How can I in the midst of all of this, I could find love for God in a way.
Very interesting. And then you decided to do the unimaginable, that you want to guarantee heaven, so you have to go and kill yourself.
Yeah. And I said, I go to heaven, and I actually also asked myself, what's heaven? I do not want women. I don't like honey. I don't like to be slave of sexy slaves. No wine. I do not like wine to drink. So why I want to go to heaven? I want to actually meet God. And then you entertain that. The God of Islam, he does not enter into his creation. And I was like, okay. Heaven is a created place. I go to heaven, I do not meet him. Like and then suddenly this thought comes over you and you freeze, and actually you lose even the motive to go to heaven.
Yeah. But
you're
still afraid to go to hell.
Hell is a terrible place. You don't At least being there is better than there. Go there.
Okay, and now you decided that you want to go to war.
Yeah, and then I decided I need to make sure that escape hell.
Go to heaven. And then,
even if I cannot.
Just to give the people understanding, you are from a Shia minority in Afghanistan, and the ISIS took over in that time Iraq and Syria, and they are Sunni, and they have been killing Shia.
So at that time was war in Syria.
At that time, war in Syria between Shia and Sunni. So you wanted to go and kill yourself to kill the Sunni, the ISIS fighters. So you, as a Shia fighter, you will come to Syria from Afghanistan and die by killing the Sunni Muslim.
Yeah, Sunni Muslim in there. But this is also an interesting thing. Sunni says that Shia are infidel.
Yeah.
And Shia says Sunnis are infidel. I mean, they do not agree among themselves.
So you decided to pack your bag and go to a jihadi training place, or you just traveled to Syria?
Suddenly this thought hit me actually. I don't know, like, you know what? I'm a master in Kung Fu,
Yeah.
like black belt and master in kickboxing. Man, like big guy. Like, now I understand. You have been training me for this moment. Now I understand. I found the meaning of life.
Wow.
Now, like it hit me with joy. Like, I'm going. And then I packed it back. I went to the office that they were sending people. At this time, I'm in Iran.
You were in Iran?
I came in Iran.
Yeah, and this office is sending jihadis.
Sending people to war. Yeah,
to war
there
in Syria.
Yeah. I went there. That was closed at that time.
You went to the jihadi office and it was closed. It was on Sunday.
No, it was closed. It was not Sunday. It was not a holiday day. It was closed. God, don't you want me to go there? I mean, and then I said, okay, maybe he wants to really test me. If I really want to go, so I'm going to go. Because I had money, I had my own company and stuff. I had a lot of money as well. So okay, I have money, I have the means to go. I can go myself. I came to Turkey.
You came to Turkey?
Yeah, I came to Turkey to go to Syria. Yeah. And I sat there in Turkey, like I said, I couldn't go there. And then I got disappointed. Why I cannot go? And I was disappointed. Man, you don't want me even to go and die for you.
So you felt like God is actually rejecting you from, you want to die for him as a terrorist, but then he closed the door.
Yeah, but this is what actually we go back in the episode 1. We said that I took those war verses part of the Quran series. It says you go and kill others and be killed. So this is that part. I took that serious. And I was with joy going to go to war and kill other people and let's just end my life and myself be killed, go to heaven. And then I couldn't go from Turkey. I was disappointed in Turkey.
What happened is was the door closed? They don't smuggle people anymore?
No, the door was closed in a sense. I could not get in contact with those people. Like I tried here, go here. I found a guy actually. I found a guy eventually. And then he said, we wait till the head of the Shia, he was like Mujtahid, they say, the one who give order.
Yes.
The one who actually give order to fight, the Pope of Shia, for instance.
He released a number of people that need to go.
Yeah, when he says go, and then we go. I found this guy, he said like that, and we waited and waited.
He sat in Turkey, then wait and wait.
I wait for him. And then I asked him, have he not said anything? No, we have to wait. And then I saw him, he came to Europe. I said, okay, I come with you. I came to Europe. I didn't know about Sweden, anything.
So he, instead of going to Syria, he ended up
maybe he was also disappointed. Yeah. I was disappointed, said, I go somewhere. I need to change place. Tired, exhausted in my life. And then I came to Sweden actually at some point. I ended up here, I didn't
went
plan.
to different countries in Europe.
I was just coming. I came to Sweden here. And then I came to...
So how did you feel when you end up in you lived in Afghanistan and then you went to Iran and you went to Turkey and all Islamic countries and you come to this beautiful, open society, Sweden. How was the culture shock for you?
Yeah, it was a cultural shock, absolutely. I didn't know how to handle that because I was not trained. I was going to go to war. Yeah. I've come here you go, everyone, no one cared about anything here. I said, what is this? And then, because I had this mentality of learning, I need to learn something here. And then I said, okay, now I need to learn how they think. These people are so open and have no ground to stand. I need to learn the religion. I need to convert them to Islam. Now I understand why I'm here.
Yeah, so you felt your mission not to go and kill yourself in Syria. God is opening door for you or sending you to Europe and Sweden so you can convert the infidel, the Christians, into Islam. And then you get the benefits, or you get points in God's eyes that you converted these infidel Christians.
Yeah, so I was one jihadi, go and kill others. Here I can multiply.
Yeah. So also it's not by sword but by also converting
them and teaching them. So what I was teaching the religion of Islam, so they go to war and they can kill a lot. Okay. So I wanted to. This was one jihadist, like multiply now.
Yeah.
And then immediately I got in contact with the mosque here. I went to the mosque. I enrolled my name. I wrote everything. I gave everything. I gave even money there. I had 1,000 crown when I.
That's your name.
Yeah. When I came to Sweden, actually, I had 1,000 crown left in my pocket. I had no shoes, actually. My shoes was damaged. I needed to buy shoes. And then they were asking for money to buy field to build mosque. We have no mosque. Put my hand in my pocket, like this 1,000 crowns. I looked at it, I looked at my, and then I said, you know what?
The mosque
We are
is more
Muslim.
important. Yeah.
We have no mosque. I gave 1,000 crowns. I had no shoes. Without shoes, wandering around.
So we have 3 minutes in this episode, and we will take next steps how you met Jesus. But I want to end up in this episode like how, when you come to society, how did you view the Swedes? You said they are open, they are naive.
I actually to be honest, actually, I thought that these people are stupid. They need to be taught how to actually, what is life? And that's what I thought about, actually. That was my view. And then I said, they are easy to catch. They are easy to convert. I can do many things here.
So you start to go to church?
I went to the mosque first.
You went to the mosque first?
I went to the mosque first. I make my...
And what did the mosque say to you when they received you as a...
Yeah, they saw me as a generous person. Just came and gave money. I wanted to get involved more. And then at the same time, I reasoned with myself, like, how can I learn about these people? I cannot learn in the mosque. In this mosque, I know. And then I went to the church. I started church going. Not going. I went to it with Jehovah's Witness, actually.
Okay. So
I ended up there. I didn't know anything about Christianity and what it is, Jehovah's Witness. So because they were driving me, they were coming to my home. Like, this is good. I mean, free.
And you thought they were Christians?
They said we are Christians. I said, they are Christians. And then the guy who was coming to me, his name was Peter, and he was really light-minded.
Yeah.
I was questioning him with the language that I was not able to speak, a little language that I could speak. I could question him and he could stumble. Say, if I learn the language, learn your way, easy, gets you.
So you end up with Jehovah's Witness. How long you stayed in Jehovah's Witness?
I believe it was about 2-3 months. I stood with them.
And why did you leave them?
I believe we go into it in the next episode. I believe.
But so it's very interesting. Like we end up. It's a very interesting story. Like a jihadist from Afghanistan, he couldn't make it to go to Syria to kill the enemies, which is the Sunni Muslims, and then the doors closed in Turkey. And he ended up coming to Sweden, and then he gave 1,000 kronor to the mosque so they can build the mosque in Sweden, even he doesn't have a shoes. But then he got the new mission, the new calling that if I learn the language, if I can come to this country and I can study the religion of Sweden, so I can convert them. So instead of killing myself, I can multiply myself to have more jihadis from the West. They may have a good cause for Allah better than what I can do. Next episode, we will see how this young man that comes to Sweden to convert people to Islam, how God really met him. So I really advise you and encourage you to watch with us in the next episode. David, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we see you in the next episode.